Welcome to our live news. I am Olubenga George. The headlines. Buhari boasts of tackling Nigeria's challenges during his administration. North Central governors to meet Tinubu Adamu over zoning arrangement of 10th National Assembly. On the foreign scene, Burundi-born ex-police officer seeks to make history as first black lawmaker in Greece election. In sports, Paul Merson hopeful Taiwo Awoniyi could save Nottingham Forest from relegation. And in the entertainment scene, Ooni of Ife takes seventh wife as he ties the knot with Olori Opoluwa Elizabeth Akimoda.
This is Alive TV.
And the news in detail. President Muhammadu Buhari has said his government has tackled most of the challenges facing the country and strengthened the nation's defense system. Buhari stated that his administration has performed well in the area of infrastructure and agriculture and has built a firm foundation for a prosperous nation. The Nigerian leader, who was represented by his chief of staff, Ibrahim Gambari, stated this on Monday at the opening ceremony for the induction of governors-elect in Abuja. President Buhari also said his government remained committed to its promises of delivering dividends of democracy despite the difficult fiscal conditions. Buhari asked governors-elect to ensure they deliver on their campaign promises to the people in their states, stressing that the outcome of the 2023 elections has shown that anyone can lose his seat if he has not performed well. And now the North Central governors have slated a meeting with the president-elect Bola Tinubu and the chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Adamu, over the party's zoning arrangements. This is as the governors have kicked against the zoning arrangement for the leadership position of the 10th National Assembly by the ruling party. It will be recalled that the APC last week zoned the position of the Senate President to Senator Godswill Akpabio and Senator Jibrin Barau as his deputy, while Honorable Tajuddin Abbas was endorsed as the aspirant for the seat of Speaker and Benjamin Kalu as Deputy Speaker. However, the North Central governors, after their meeting with aspirants of the National Assembly presiding officers from the zone on Monday at the banquet hall, Presidential Villa in Abuja, resolved to meet Tinubu and Adamu over the issue. The governors also resolved to explore all means of dialogue and consultation that will aim to resolve the NAS leadership issue and as well have a zoning framework that will be all-inclusive. It was gathered that some of the governors at the meeting were Abubakar Bello, Governor Niger State, who is also the chairman, Simon Lalong, Governor Plateau State, Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, Governor Kwara State, Abdullahi Sule, Governor Nasarawa State. Still in local stories, a former National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Timmy Frank, has expressed delight over the recent travel ban imposed by the United States government on some individuals who manipulated the recently concluded 2023 elections. Recall that the U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, had on Monday in a statement said the United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Nigeria and around the world. Reacting to news on the travel ban via a statement issued on Tuesday, Frank noted that it was a source of joy to ordinary Nigerians whose rights and fate were being determined by criminal politicians. He subsequently called on the United Kingdom and the European Union to follow suit in the United States' footsteps. Frank further urged the government of America to extend a similar ban to the families and cronies of those individuals currently in the U.S. to serve as a deterrent to all crooked politicians. The Director General of the World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has said young people will keep relocating abroad because they are finding it difficult to achieve their dreams in the country. The former Minister of Finance stated this on Monday in Abuja at the 2023 induction for re-elected and elected governors. Okonjo-Iweala stressed that young people will not be keen to relocate abroad if they are successful in the country, adding that Nigeria will struggle to develop and prosper if the youth keep leaving the country. The minister therefore appealed to the governors to focus on nation building and invest in the infrastructure and education system of their respective states. And now to the foreign scene. Ukraine said on Tuesday it had shot down 6 Russian hypersonic Kinzhal missiles in a single night, thwarting a super weapon Moscow had previously touted as all but unstoppable. It was the first time Ukraine had claimed to leave struck an entire volley of multiple hypersonic missiles, and if confirmed, would be a dramatic demonstration of the effectiveness of newly deployed Western air defenses. The 6 Kinzhals ballistic missiles, which travel at up to 10 times the speed of sound, were among a volley of 18 missiles Russia launched at Ukraine overnight, lighting up Kyiv with flashes and raining debris after they were blasted from the sky. The commander-in-chief of Ukraine's armed forces, Valery Zaluzhnyi, said all had been successfully intercepted. There was no immediate comment from Russia. City authorities in the Ukrainian capital said 3 people were wounded by falling debris. Zaluzhnyi said his forces had intercepted the 6 Kinzhals launched from aircraft, as well as 9-caliber cruise missiles from ships in Black Sea and 3 Iskanders from the land. Earlier this month, Ukraine claimed to have shot down a single Kinzhal missile over Kyiv for the first time, using a newly deployed U.S. Patriot air defense system. Previously, the ability of the Patriots to intercept Kinzhal missiles was only theoretical. Hitting 6 at once would suggest it could be a reliable defense rather than a lucky shot. President Vladimir Putin, who unveiled the Kinzhal as one of the 6 next-generation weapons in 2018, has frequently touted it as proof of world-beating Russian military hardware capable of taking on NATO. Still in foreign news, in working-class neighborhoods on the outskirts of Athens, Spiros Richard Hagabimana is going door-to-door in an election campaign that could see him become Greece's first black lawmaker. It is a remarkable journey for Hagabimana, who just 8 years ago was jailed in his native Burundi for refusing to open fire on anti-government protesters as a high-ranking officer of the national police. It would also be a historic win in a country where migrants rarely hold official posts and where less than a decade ago the extreme right Golden Dawn Party was the 3rd most popular political force on a fiercely anti-migrant agenda. Dressed in a suit and tie, Hagabimana walks the streets of the constituency he's contesting in Greece's May 21 election, meeting voters in farmers' markets and cafes. 54-year-old Hagabimana, who revealed during an interview that he has an opinion about racism, is now senior migration official and candidate with the conservative New Democratic Party. He believes racism cannot be fought with words alone. And now to the sporting scene. The Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, would not renew the contract of Super Eagles head coach Jose Peseiro, according to reports. Jose Peseiro reportedly signed a 1-year deal with the NFF on May 15, 2022, which reportedly expired on Monday, May 15, 2023. Even though the contract has expired, the NFF is yet to open negotiations with the Portuguese tactician. Recorder Jose Peseiro replaced Austin Iguavon, who reverted to his previous role as the Federation's technical advisor. Iguavon took over after coach Gernot Rohr was dismissed in December 2021. He helped the team to reach the round of 16 in the 2021 African Cup of Nations, but they were unable to advance to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. It is a popular notion that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have performed far below expectations under the tutelage of coach Jose Peseiro. Under his watch, the team has managed to win just 3 games in 8 matches, losing the remaining 5. Also, the team has managed to score just 15 goals and conceded 11 goals. The Super Eagles are currently enjoying their worst run in 42 years under Jose Peseiro, and that has seen Nigeria's FIFA ranking dropped from 30th to 40th within the last 6 months. Based on the aforementioned, it is believed that Peseiro, who is earning a whopping $70,000, and that is 32 million naira every month, as the head coach of the Super Eagles, is now performing too low for his mind-boggling wages. Hence, his contract with the NFF might not be renewed. The fact that he was not appointed by the president of the NFF, Ibrahim Musa Gusau, has made the pending decision to let the Portuguese tactician go easier. Now, still in sport, Taiwo Awoniyi could be the savior of Nottingham Forest in their quest to survive relegation during the concluding part of the 2022-2023 season. This is according to former Arsenal midfielder Paul Merson, who is now a pundit on Sky Sport. Taiwo Awoniyi scored 2 goals each against Southampton and Chelsea to help Nottingham Forest gain 4 points in their last 2 games. The points have helped Forest to remain in the 16th spot on the league table with 34 points in 36 games, 3 points away from the drop zone. Stats show that Taiwo Awoniyi is the first player since 1995 to score 2 goals in 2 successive matches Paul Merson is expecting the 25-year-old Nigerian international to continue with such when Premier League title contenders Arsenal visit City Ground for matchday 37th encounter on Saturday, May 20. For Forest to survive the drop, they must beat Arsenal beat Crystal Palace on May 28. If they lose these two games, they are likely to return to the Championship next season. One man who could help Nottingham Forest grab at least 3 points in their last two games is Taiwo Awoniyi, who seemed to have suddenly picked up his goal-scoring form after his injury-filled debut season at Forest. And now on the entertainment scene, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Nitan Ogunwusi, have tied the knot with a new queen, Olori Opoluwa Elizabeth Akinmuda. The palace reportedly sent out invitations to relatives and dignitaries to the wedding Thanksgiving service and reception of his new queen, Olori Opoluwa Elizabeth Akinmuda, who is slated to hold on Saturday, 20th of May 2023. The event will be preceded by the traditional entry of Queen into the ancient and revered Ife Oodua Palace of Ile-Ife. The wedding Thanksgiving is coming months after the prominent Yoruba monarch wedded his sixth wife, Princess Temitope Adesegun. Recall that the event was held at MRA Community Hall 15, Tokunbo Macaulay Way, Magodo Phase 2, Shangisha, Lagos State. The monarch had at different times parted ways with two wives, Olori Zainab and Olori Naomi respectively. Meanwhile, the new queen, Opoluwa Elizabeth, will be received by the royal guards, palace chiefs and royal staff who will be at the ceremony to formally welcome her and represent the Yoruba monarch. And that's our live news for the hour. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening.